Hello and welcome. Thinking about opting for studying health and social care next? Thought you knew about health and social care? Well, let's explore. So the BTEC Level 2 Tech Award for Health and Social Care is a vocational course. It is an opportunity for you to learn about healthcare and social care services and also explore the changes that might happen to you during your lifetime, physical growth and development. Hopefully you will also gain a greater understanding about the life events that can impact on you and how those affect your physical, emotional, social and intellectual concepts. As you can see, the teaching hours are allocated and shared between two teachers, and that's so that we can then deliver the two different components, or units as they're called, across the 3 years. You get 2 hours a week, which is your lesson content, time and contact, and you get a weekly homework for each component or each unit. So what is health and social care? Basically, as you can see from the slides, healthcare is to do with the way you stay and remain healthy, and it's about obviously not being affected by infections or diseases. The healthcare professionals are also explored in this subject area. The social care very much looks at the activities of these services that you will be looking into, and also the relationships those people or those care professionals can provide for you to become independent, active and healthy. As you can see, the qualification is broken down into 3 units. Component 1 is known as human lifespan development. Component 2 is your services and care values. And component 3 is your health and well-being. Component 1 and component 2 are components we deliver in year 9 and 10. Year 9 is the theory side of each of those components, and year 10 is the coursework side, which is an internally assessed piece of work. They're known as assignments. Component 3 is your final external assessment piece, which is an exam paper, and that is done in year 11, and you get the opportunity of sitting an exam in February and have the chance to resit in the May if required. The examples on this page kind of give you a little taster of what could be considered in your component 1. In year 10, when you do an assignment, it's to do with a celebrity, and as you can see, I've chosen a film young star actor who, as you can see, through fame, money and addiction, how these factors have affected him as a person and individual. The other example is to do with the healthcare and social care services, whereby you look at the different services and you have a case study and you look at the professionals that are linked within that case study. The additional part is a role play where you have to demonstrate suitable care values connected to your scenario. And in addition to the actual qualification structure, just so that you know, component 1 and component 2 is worth 30% of your end qualification, and component 3 is worth 40%. So it's a sort of 60-40 split. It's very different from GCSE because your qualification is based on a pass, a merit and distinction. And because we're doing the Tech Award, you can get a pass, a merit and distinction at level 2, and then you can get a merit and distinction at level 1. I'll show you those a little bit later in the presentation. So as I explained previously on the previous slide, you have 2 internally assessed units. That would be known as coursework, and within each of those 2 components are 2 assignments that need to be completed. So in total, to make up your 60% for this award, you need to submit 4 assignments of coursework. There will always be a launch, there'll always be a hand-in date, and you must meet all deadlines stated. So your exam assessed unit is actually known as your component 3. It is actually worked on in a lot of detail in year 11. And whilst you may have to sit, as it says there, 8 to 10 GCSEs in May, you would only need to sit your BTEC in the February. This particular year is very much focused and supports the exam content. You'll have a mock exam that you will have to complete in the October, and it is really important that the material you've learnt in year 9 and the material you have gained through your assignments in year 10 also play a big role in this assessed exam. Teachers will ensure that you get the best opportunity to be successful in your exams, but remember, it's your responsibility to revise at home. So this is how the BTEC Tech Award, Health and Social Care, compares to other GCSEs. As you can see on the left-hand side, the level and the qualification has been broken down into level 1s and level 2s. We really try and push the level 2 requirement. As you can see, that is then the equivalent to a GCSE 4 upwards. However, this particular subject does allow for obviously students who are unable to obtain the 4 to have the opportunity of still gaining an award through BTEC. Another way of looking at it is a grade 4 GCSE would be the old type of C grade, a level 2 merit, which you can see is a 5.5, which is heading near a 6, and that would be equivalent to a B grade. And then you've got distinction, which is a grade 7, and that would be seen as the old A grade. The distinction star can only be achieved once all the assessments are actually marked together. So you only get the distinction star, which is obviously A star material, when you've got your 2 pieces of coursework as well as your exam to give you the final BTEC grading award. So the responsibility, yes, we really do look forward to having students who are very interested in this particular area, but it's also about other qualities, being organised, making sure you've met deadlines, reading around your material and subjects, because a lot of this is work-based relationships too. And finally, there is, with this course, a textbook that we do follow and we do work closely with, and we do encourage that students perhaps purchase. As you go through the course, there may be some other textbooks that we may highlight, or revision material which would be useful when you get to year 11. Well, I hope this presentation has outlined this vocational course and hopefully made you think a little bit carefully about what you want to take. And maybe this could be one of your Key Stage 4 subject courses. What you can see on this slide is, well, what happens afterwards? Where can this course take me? And these are some of the job opportunities that students, after perhaps moving into level 3 BTEC Health and Social Care, have actually moved into. So there are general healthcare roles here, as well as additional roles that work within these professional establishments too. As I said, over onto the right, it's okay if you have no idea what job or career pathway you are thinking about. This qualification really does explore lots of different job and service opportunities, as well as the other requirements of being interested with people and care and the social aspect of that. If you do have any questions with regards to this course, please do not hesitate to speak to either Mrs. McCarthy as the lead, vocational lead, or Miss Frost, who is also part of the technology department. Thank you.